Welcome back to Sportsbook Review videos. After a up and down week of NBA action, I am back on a Friday night, a stacked night of NBA odds, and I have a couple of plays that I think are absolute locks for value here tonight. And we'll start it off in New Orleans, 8 o'clock Eastern start between the New Orleans Pelicans and the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers come in as a 2-point favorite in this one with a total of 205 points. Now, the Pelicans are coming off their most embarrassing loss of the season and probably close to in franchise history as they lost at home to a Dallas Mavericks team down 4 starters thanks to rest. Outside of Anthony Davis, this team is pretty horrible, and the sportsbooks seemingly have not caught on to this. It could be a trap line, but the Indiana Pacers is -2 road favorite seems like an absolute bargain, and I think they are a very, very good play here as -2 favorites on the road. The Pelicans are only 6-9 against the spread this season when playing at home. Pacers have actually gone up to above 500 on the road against the spread at 10-8, and while they haven't been great against the Western Conference this season, pretty sure we pegged them on their first ATS win against the West, and obviously the Pelicans, worst of the worst in the Western Conference, along with the Los Angeles Lakers. As long as the Pacers can hold New Orleans to less than 100 points, I think it's easy that we can say that the Pacers are a very good play at -2. Pelicans only averaging about 96.4 points per game against the Eastern Conference this season. And even last season when the Pelicans were playing better, and before that a couple years as well, Pacers have won and covered their last 7 in a row, I think, against the New Orleans Pelicans. At least they've covered their last 7 in a row as well. So I'm laying the points here with the Pacers at -2. Next up is the Dallas Mavericks and the Milwaukee Bucks, another underperforming team this season, playing host to Dallas, who, of course, as I mentioned, coming off some nice rest after resting 4 of their 5 starters. Every starter except Chandler Parsons did not play in that New Orleans game. And right now, line very even. Right around -1 in favor of the Mavs. Pick them in most shops. Total, though, is where I'm looking at here at 201.5. I'd love to lay the points with the Mavericks again, but not necessarily liking 2 road favorites here in one NBA picks of the day, but the over in this one at 201.5 seemed like a very, very, very good play. Milwaukee has been atrocious defensively this season and even more recently, giving up 104 points per game on the year. They're giving up closer to 105 versus the Western Conference. In their last 10 games, the Bucks have given up 110 points per game. And if you look at their last 5 games, if you take out their win against the Minnesota Timberwolves, where they won 95 and held the Wolves to only 85 points, in their last 4 out of 5 games, other than that one, the Milwaukee Bucks are giving up 122 points per game. The Mavericks, coming off some rest, should have no problem scoring the basketball in this one. I think the Bucks should be able to score on Dallas as well. Dallas has not been great playing defense on the road this season, giving up more than 103 points per game. 4 of the last 5 for the Bucks have gone over. 4 of the last 5 for them at home have gone over. I'm following the trend and going over as well at 201 here in this one. That'll do it for your NBA picks for Friday night. Make sure you check out some of my NFL prop picks for the wild card round coming out later today for the weekend's games as well. And of course, stay tuned for more NBA picks later this weekend. But until then, for Sportsbook Review, I'm Jordan Sharp.